Okay, I'm gonna take you on a tour. You can bypass this if you like. Just as kind of I think might be interesting for a family or people who are interested in kind of seeing my educational background. This is my grade report for 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. The name of the high school I went to was Javidan. It was a brand new high school. They had some really good teachers. It was the first year that it had opened. It was a private school. And I attended that school for those 3 years. In Iran, 10th grade, you had to decide, or at least say which route you were going to take, whether you were interested in pre-law or anything that had to do with literature, or whether you were interested in engineering, or whether you were interested in natural sciences. Then your course load would kind of tilt towards one or the other. And I took the pre-engineering courses. And on the right is the 10th grade report. And I was a pretty good student. This is the 11th grade. This is the one that was really memorable to me. Number one, a bad history teacher who did not like the fact that I questioned why he had not mentioned anything about the current regime, the current Shah that we were under, not having any problems or there was nothing wrong with them. And he did not like that. And I don't know if he was just brown nosing or what the reason was, whether he was scared. He told me that he threatened that I would go somewhere where nobody would hear from me, which I couldn't give a dang. But the class that really made an impression on me was my 11th grade literature, Persian literature class. And the teacher gave us the option of if we memorized the introduction to Saadi's Golestan and recited in front of the class, we get extra points. And I sure did that for extra points. And then, boy, was I lucky to do that because that's those 2 or 3 pages that I memorized, or maybe 2 or 3 half pages that I memorized, just left a remarkable impression on me. And I was so glad to have found out about a genius among great geniuses of Farsi literature. So that was probably the highlight of that year. My English teacher happened to be a famous classical singer, Persian singer. Obviously, because he was doing classical music, he was not very rich, I don't think. So he had decided to teach this class. And when he found out that I'd been going to after-school ESL classes, he asked me if I could kind of help him with the teaching. And this is the last year, 12th grade. I was fortunate enough, and plus I kind of knew that I had to make good grades because I was wanting to come to the United States. And I did really well. I did really well in the national exam that everybody took, anybody who wanted to go to university took after finishing high school. And I also did really well in what they called exam, which means for people who wanted to go overseas to study, they had to, like in my case, take a test in English, nationwide test. And I did really, really well in that. So I was almost positive that I could go to any school in the United States. This is before relationships soured. This is 1977, peak of relationship between Iran and the United States. But my parents wanted me to go to England, and I definitely did not want to. And they asked me, okay, you got to go to where your cousins are. My cousins happen to be in Oklahoma. I asked them to get me an I-20 from school, and they went and got an I-20 from OCU. That's a whole other story. I came to United States in November 77 and started OCU January of 88.